Monique's ego is the root cause of all of her public feuds. It seemed like the chapter of Monique beefing with anyone who crossed paths with her was over, but recently Monique decided to go off on D.L. Hughley while performing at the same show as D.L. Hughley. What great wrong had he done to her? What was she accusing him of? She was angry that she wasn't headlining the show. She was mad that she wasn't being presented as the most important comedian on the lineup. Since D.L. Hughley was the headliner, she decided he was responsible and went off about him at the event, alluding to him being gay and taking all kinds of shots at him. After the event, D.L. said the ticket stubs proved he was always supposed to headline the event. Monique fired back, saying she has a contract that proves she was supposed to headline the event. She also pointed out that DL was a lowly opener on the Kings of Comedy Tour while she headlined the Queens of Comedy Tour. Therefore, him deciding he was the bigger act now was, quote, a prime example of the bias that black women have to deal with in this business, end quote. She left out the fact that the original Kings of Comedy Tour that D.L. Hughley was a part of is the second highest grossing stand-up comedy film of all time, and the spin-off to that, the Queens of Comedy Tour that Monique headlined, did not make much money, if any at all, and did not do anywhere close to as well as the original Kings of Comedy Tour. So pointing out she headlined a comedy tour that wasn't even close to a super successful comedy tour is supposed to prove what exactly? This isn't the first time Monique has pointed out to headlining the Queens of Comedy Tour as an achievement that somehow proves her superiority to other comedians. She used the same rhetoric when she was mad at Netflix for not offering her more money for a special. Anyways, D.L. Hughley ended up posting his contract showing he was supposed to headline the show, make the most money on the show, and choose the order of the comedians for the show. Monique later said she posted a more legitimate set of contracts. Regardless, why would she be publicly feuding with D.L. Hughley over this instead of taking this up with whoever she signed her agreement with? When Monique can't get the deals she wants or isn't the highest on the list, she immediately starts lashing out. Because D.L. Hughley was the headline act, she accused him of being a coon. Attacking another comedian on stage who is supposed to go up after you is unprofessional and brings down the energy of the entire show. The people in the audience didn't come to listen to Monique grandstanding about unfairness, D.L. Hughley, or that she wasn't headlining the show. Monique's best response to the situation would have been to be the funniest act at the event and take it up later with the promoter. Let your work speak for itself, instead of talking about how you're higher on the pecking order of comedians based on headlining a tour over 20 years ago that didn't break any records. She always acts like she's supposed to be revered because of her career in entertainment. She gets emotional about herself and presents herself like she's the biggest victim in the world. Her sense of entitlement seems to be the biggest thing that stands out about her in recent times instead of her humor or acting ability, which is a shame and a direction she decided to go in ever since the Netflix thing.